Hello, yes, because of Twitch, we now present a few moments of yodeling.
This is the pre-credits right here?
This is pre-credits right here.
Okay.
Yep.
You explain what happened. I don't know what happened.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to a very special edition of One Man Murder Maze. We did a special little episode for Gen Con that takes place sort of between episodes of our normal podcast adventure brouhaha.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very
what I call our typical schlooby.
Yes, it's I would say it's an above typical schlooby, but that's just me. And so, well, okay, so we streamed the whole thing live as they requested, and let's face it, Gen Con went live, internet rather, based, Zoomy, streamy, twitchy based because of the COVIDs this year, and first time they've done that, and honestly, there were some growing pains,
Right.
But the first chunk of what you're going to hear and see will be from Gen Con. Yeah. Then there's going to be a little, and the audio will be appropriately growing painsy. Terrible, yeah. Sure. Yeah. And then we're going to switch over and we're going to finish up the adventure a little bit before we left off. But so when you see an abrupt shift in tone and the fact that I now have a full day's worth of beard growth when I didn't before, you'll know why. So,
right.
Yes, thank you for bearing with us on this very, very special episode.
Thank you to Gen Con for, we all tried.
Yep.
We all, sometimes we all poop in our diapers at the same time and give ourselves a thumb up.
And thanks to Mr. Tom Kroom, one of the Gen Con organizers, who was in an unfortunate car accident a few days before Gen Con and managed to run a number of operations from his hospital bed. So,
did he get all his parts stuffed back inside?
Nope.
Oh.
He's walking around with
he doesn't need all those parts.
Nope. Shopping cart just stuck behind him on like a bungee with his extra organs. It should be cool. Anyway, we hope you enjoy this very special episode called
Curse of the Awful Green Horse.
That I'm glad you remembered. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. Should we run the opening titles again, or should we wait till the end? We'll do it to the end.
I don't know.
It'll be something for people to... What do you say, Gen Con? Should we run the opening titles again? I'm hearing nothing. Okay, let's just keep going.
Okay. So, hi, I'm Ricky. I'm your games operations director for this Dungeons and Dragons style game. We are using 5th edition. So let me begin by telling you a little bit about where we're at, because this is going to actually be episode 12 of our little adventure. So this
we'll
story...
catch you right up. Yeah.
Okay. This story takes place on a world called Phaeopion. Phaeopion is a magical crater filled with oceans and islands and is the size of Earth and rests on the back of a larger world called Gralka. Gralka itself is about the size of Neptune and looks like a raven curled into a ball of sleep. In fact, Gralka is asleep, and long ago her dreams were collected into murder mazes by the great druid Suchcrum Screwtooth the Irritable. It is also the home of our hero, Horkhauser the Equally Irritable, descendant of more irritable. The descendant of Screwtooth and hero of the story, Horkhauser is a level 5 druid, Circle of Stars, an indentured servant trying to win his freedom. He is a bearded, fiery, red-haired human with a magical fire brigade helmet, and has been sent on a mission to return a mysterious dinner plate to a restaurant in the depths of the mad murder maze known as the Undertower Museum. During the course of his adventuring, Horkhauser has discovered that the reason why these dungeons are called murder mazes is because they are not filled with the usual traps of deadly mazes that you usually see. Instead, they are filled with the dreams and nightmares of the sleeping world. And often when parties enter these mazes, they end up killing each other because they go insane. So that's why it's better to send one person. So far, this is episode 12, and so far of the 11 episodes prior, so far Horkhauser has found his way into the maze after coming into possession of a pipe that holds a tiny god prisoner. Since then, he has climbed.
There's a little tiny frog god in the pipe. He's annoying.
Yeah. He's nice to you, though.
He's nice, but...
Since then, Horkhauser has climbed a ladder through an endless sky, outsmarted a kite-flying Jabberwocky, been carried aloft by a giant eyeball repurposed as a hot air balloon, interfered in a soccer game between giant wasps and Nothics, fought a sad blob, watched a Frankensteinian man fight a tsunami with a unicorn-possessed sword, and has been bedeviled twice now by a seemingly sentient banana peel.
The banana peel, by the way, I think is the antagonist of this entire operation. So,
besides all this, though, Horkhauser has one more problem as he quests to return the mysterious plate. And that problem is this. Every night, before he beds down for a long rest, he is visited by the disembodied head of a ghostly green horse.
Yeah. So Horkhauser, first, he's an indentured servant, and he hates it.
Yeah.
He's owned by a man named Lovelace, and he's a reverse burglar. He has to return magical artifacts back. He's the opposite of Indiana Jones. He starts with the stuff in the museum and then puts them back in the temple where they belong. So it doesn't belong in the museum, it belongs in the temple. And he's doing this to buy his freedom. And he's in the middle of this. And as if things couldn't get worse, exactly what Ricky said. Every time he goes to bed, he's visited by the ghostly disembodied head of a green horse.
Yeah. That curses him with low-level irritating curses that last for about 24 hours. Usually.
Like super long toenails, for example.
Yeah. Right.
That he had to keep biting off. It was awful.
So we're actually this episode is actually an interlude that takes place between some events that happened in episode 11. There was a time when you went to bed down. Now, what happens when Horkhauser goes to sleep is he has this just to protect himself from the terrible things in the maze. He has this magic pipe that he smokes that creates a glade around him. The glade is filled with birch trees. There seems to be a barrier of darkness it's like a pocket dimension. And in the middle of the glade is a nice little campfire, and it's nice and comfortable. The pipe itself contains the mushroom god called Viralgo Croak, and Croak himself he's like a little frog with chicken legs, and he sits in a barrel inside the pipe. He's trapped there. So what has happened recently is that Horkhauser recently discovered that his bag of holding, which is called the bag of tractor holding, actually does contain 3 giant tractors. He was able to go into the bag, retrieve a magic sword called Distortia, and has now returned and is bedded down for the night. Horkhauser, in order to defeat the horse recently, what did you do recently with?
Okay. So every night this horse appears and curses him. By the way, Ricky, your audio is now slowly getting out of sync, so I may ask you to put a mask on so people can't tell.
Okay.
If you have an evil mask, that might be more incorporate. So how you run this game.
Right.
Right. Every night Horkhauser goes to bed, waiting to meet the next day, and just before he drifts off into sleep, the horse head appears and curses him. So what Horkhauser did is he got a taxidermied horse head and he took it out, and he wears a horse mask to bed to stave off. Is this making sense to everybody right now?
It makes sense to me, yeah.
Okay.
Well, basically, last time, yeah, go ahead.
To stave off the cursed horse, and last time he did that, the horse was so confused it didn't curse him.
Yeah.
And he went on with his day without being cursed. So this will be the second night he's trying to go to bed like one does, like any of you in the audience would do. I'm guessing none of you have a horse that comes visits you.
Right.
And hopefully puts the head on. Maybe the horse will visit and again not curse him.
Right. Well, this is what happened in episode 11. You had put the horse's head on, the taxidermied horse head on. The ghost horse came out of now your glade, the glade you sleep in, this magical pocket dimension glade you sleep in for safety. One of the birch trees at the bottom of it has this tiny little door you've noticed that you've never been able to open. It's about 6 inches tall. It has a little doorknob with a symbol of a horse on it. But tonight, when you put on the horse's head and you went to go lay down to sleep, you saw that door finally open.
Yeah.
And you saw the specter of the green horse slowly float out of that door.
Yeah.
He looks down on you and he went, curse! And instead of cursing you, he stopped, saw the horse's head again, peered closely and went, Mabel? Mabel, is that you? And then he got really upset and he floated away back into the door and closed the door. You were not able to open the door, and you thought nothing of it, I assume. And you went to sleep.
Okay.
Having defeated your enemy once again.
Yep. That's horrible, and that brings everyone up to date. Roll the opening.
Tell me why, I'm still stuck in this place. All the violence, it's just a one-man murder maze. I reappraise my ways, I put my favorite plays in a blazing haze. And I'll end my days in this one-man murder maze. Let me rephrase. These are the days in a one-man murder maze. Man, murder maze, man, murder maze.
And we're back! It worked!
What?
Hooray!
What happened?
The thing ran. Now, by the way,
opening credits again?
Yeah, I had to move my mic closer and set my audio levels a little higher. But so by the way, and for those of you just joining, as just before Horkhauser, we'll get to him in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Every episode, I drink a new cocktail, and this time, real quick, this is the Jungle Bird. It is a tiki kind of cocktail. I'm going to put a little jazzy music in the background. Maybe we can hear it. It is 1.5 ounces of blackstrap rum, 3/4 ounce of Campari, 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice, 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, and 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice. It is a tiki delight. You just mix it up in a flash. You can just shake it in a cocktail shaper, put a crushed ice, and that is that.
Shouldn't you have it in a tiki mug, though?
Nothing's ever good enough for you, is it?
I know. I'm saying this is gonna have a tiki thing. You should have a tiki mug.
We'll put the drinks recipe on the thing. So on the website. So Horkhauser settles into bed.
Right.
Has the horse hat on. The horse has come to him and said, Mabel?
Yeah. And it's floated away. You went to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, so you went to sleep, and you had your 8 hours. You had your full rest.
Okay.
And the glade lasts for 9 hours, so you're getting ready to get up in the morning. You had your poo in the woods and all that sort of thing. And yeah, but as you're getting your gear on, your fire brigade helmet and all that sort of stuff, you hear from behind you, "It's you." A little tiny sneeze, a tiny little sneeze. "It's you."
Uh-oh. I look behind. Horkhauser looks behind him.
And you see, for the first time ever, the door is still slightly open in the base of the birch tree, and you see what looks like, you could swear you could see what looks like a banana peel slowly pull its little banana peel leg back in to the door.
That stinking banana peel.
Yes.
All right. We can do this. I immediately get up, put my boots on, go straight to that door, crawl straight to the door of the tree, and I peer my head down very small against the little door, and I look. Is it still open?
It's still open a crack, yeah.
I put my ear to it. Can I hear anything?
You hear what sounds like an echoing, like voices in the distant echoing over marble, but it's hard to hear what those voices are saying.
Oh, okay. All right. Echoing over marbles. That says that whoever decorated the inside spared no expense.
Right.
That's what I'm taking away from that. So,
exactly.
Okay. So, all right. Horkhauser's going to put his finger in. I'm going to put my finger in and go.
Okay.
We're going to put that in. See what happens.
Right. When you do that, your world suddenly swirls around you, and you are immediately sucked forward. You feel you should be crushed horribly, but you really just sort of feel like you're being reduced to some sort of noodle state, and you sort of flow through the door like a giant sickening pasta boy. And when you come out the other side, the door is now behind you. You assume that maybe you're smaller or somewhere else, and you're laying on your face on a checkered cold marble floor.
Ugh, jeez. All right, I'll stand up. restore my cigar to its rightful place. The cigar is my spell focus, by the way, everybody. Every druid should have a spell focus. In Horkhauser's case, it's his cigar. And, well, I drag myself up and look around and
So
say,
what you see...
What now?
So what you see is you're in a small chamber right now. It's about 10 by 20, so not too big. Not too small either. But you see a desk. You see a chair behind the desk. You see some photographs of horses on the walls and on the desk itself. And you see a little sign on the desk that says receptionist in common. Mm-hmm. And then behind the desk, there is another door that is also slightly ajar.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to walk up to the desk. I'm going to say, from now on, Ricky, see if you can talk like this so we can't tell that you're out of sync because, you're slowly going out of sync with time. And I walk up to the desk.
Huh?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Keep doing that. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Okay, I walk up to the desk.
Right.
Is there a little bell? Is there a little bell on the desk? Did you say?
There's no bell on the desk. Right. There's no way of. There is a crystal ball on the desk. In the middle of the desk, there's some. There's a couple photographs of horses.
Okay.
There's a couple of photographs of horses on the wall behind the desk. But there's just the door that is slightly ajar. It's on the left side of the desk. On the right side of the desk, there is your world's version of a water cooler. With little cups.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna peer up. Maybe this crystal ball is like the summon bell. I go to the crystal ball and I hit it like a bell. Bing.
Right.
No.
Nothing seems to happen. It's just dark.
Okay. I say hello. Anyone? Hello. Service.
You can still hear those echoing voices, and it sounds almost like you can every once in a while you can hear like footsteps, but it's all echoing, like almost like a train station size, chamber out, and it's through that door.
All right. Well, I could spend time and search the desk, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna. But I'll look over the top of the desk. Is there anything like stationery, business cards, something to give me some idea? Like, is this a doctor's office? Anything?
Right. Oh yeah, it says Curse Factory. There is a business card. It's a white business card. It has a picture of a horse. It has a picture of a Jabberwocky giving a thumbs up on the one side.
Okay.
And on the side with the horse, it says Curse Factory, courtesy of Busby Burby Incorporated.
Oh man, not Busby Burby again.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Anyone who knows this universe knows about Busby Burby, and he's nothing but trouble. Busby
he's a
Burby.
Showman.
What he is a.
You were gonna say a bad word.
Yeah. He's a jerkwad. Is what he is.
Yeah.
All right. Fine, Busby in your Curse Factory. I'm gonna take a card. Really quickly look through the drawers. Is there anything worth talking about that worth stealing? Rather,
The drawers are stuffed with hay.
Okay. All right. Perfect. I'm gonna investigate that. I'm gonna go up to that door where the voices are coming from. Then.
Okay.
Because or I could curl up in the hay and take a nap. But I'm gonna go to the door.
All right. Give me a stealth check.
No.
Please.
All right.
Pardon, please.
Okay, so I got a 14. We're not using the schmancy thing. 14 plus, what's my dex? 14 plus 3, 17. 17 stealth.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. Okay. So you open the door very carefully, and you peer onto the other side of the door. What you see is a big, wide open chamber, almost like a cathedral. In fact, it looks a lot like a cathedral that's been converted into an office space.
Okay.
The main chamber that you can, as far as you can see, as far as like from one side to the other, you can see probably about 60 feet high, very high ceiling, big cathedral arches, the flying buttresses going on up there.
I'm sorry, what?
The flying buttresses, whatever they call it.
No, that's
it's the big things, big arch things. Okay. Yeah,
I thought that was like some sort of pornographic circus group.
Euphemism? Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be. I'm not really well versed in it.
Like that's anyway. Moving on.
But the main chamber, which looks like it used to be maybe a cathedral or a church or something, has been converted into what looks like office cubicles on left and right. There's about 7 on each side.
Mm-hmm.
They are tall cubicles, so you can't really see into them. You'd have to walk up to them. But every once in a while, between those cubicles, you will see what looks like an upright horse standing bipedal, running back and forth between one cubicle to another. These horses, and there's several. You see at least a green. First, you see a blue one, then you see a red one, and then a yellow one. But they're not. They don't see you. They're just they have papers in their hands, and they're running back and forth between the cubicles.
Running back and forth between the cubicles. Okay.
And then they are ghostly. They are semi-transparent. These horses. And at the very end, you can see what looks like a skeletal warrior. Your typical Dungeons and Dragons skeleton warrior walks up from around one of the corners, sees one of the horses, and the horse stops. And it's doing like this, like, "Oh, I'm sorry," like it's it's apologizing for something, and the skeleton is reprimanding the horse, and it takes the papers, looks through them, sighs like a skeleton would sigh, and takes the papers away, and then that horse looks sort of dejected and goes back into its cubicle.
Oh, okay.
So there's a big open space before the cubicles begin. It's about 40 feet from here to the first cubicle, but they're on the left and the right. And right now, it seems like whatever was causing all the skeleton or all the horses, ghost horses, to go in a flurry for a second has stopped, and now it's kind of quiet.
Okay.
And the skeleton is left.
I don't like the skeleton. I don't like him. And by the way, I don't know why I'm defending the skeleton, because obviously it's a horse who's been cursing me. So if I'm taking sides, I should be taking sides against the horses.
Right.
But it's not. I don't know. I don't like him. He's an authoritarian, and Horkhauser hates authority. So Horkhauser is going to start creeping down. I have a plan. Horkhauser has a plan. Horkhauser, I don't know what the convention is, but I have a plan, and that is this. I think I can stop this horse from cursing me ever again if I navigate this place right. I can find the person in charge. I can make them stop, or I can steal my file, burn it. I think this is possible. I think finally Horkhauser will be free of this burden that has sat on his head like a giant horse.
Right.
For
like a horse-shaped burden.
Yeah, a horse. Yeah. My horse-shaped burden could be finally lifted from my shoulders.
Yeah, horsey shoulders.
Yeah, they weren't horsey when I started. I'll say that.
Right.
So so we're gonna walk. We're gonna walk straight. He's gonna start walking through these cubicles and maybe start acting in one of the cubicles. Right. Is there any?
Are you going towards? Are you heading towards the left or the right?
Oh, does either side seem more official?
No, they seem the same.
Okay. Let's go to the left.
Okay. So you head. Give me. Are you going stealthily, or are you just sort of trotting on over there?
All stealth.
Okay. So you go ahead and roll another stealth for me.
All right. Ooh. I got a 17.
Okay,
plus,
pretty good.
Plus 3.
So you're able to get all the way over to the first cubicle to the left, and there's these are tall cubicles. They're just the tops are open. They're made out of planks and stuff. They're sort of makeshift, but there is a window with a curtain on one of them, and there is also a door that also has a curtain. Blocking off what's going on inside.
All right. I sort of peek through the curtain.
Okay. What you see is immediately what you see is a green horse sitting in front of a crystal ball. Mm-hmm. Again, it's sitting up bipedal on like a little stone stool. There's a hay bed. For whatever reason, a ghost horse needs a hay bed, but there's a bed made of hay. It's sitting at this desk, in front of a crystal ball, and it is specifically watching the interior of the pipe where you normally sleep, and it's just sort of looking around like it's like he's got like a little like drink.
That's my
straw.
horse.
Yeah, he's got a little drink with a straw, and he's sort of sipping at it, and he looks concerned. He's like just keeps looking at the crystal ball. He's like he's not sure what's going on.
All right, okay, that's my horse, and he's looking at me. That's my horse.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a. Okay.
You
All
see
right.
also,
is he ghostly?
Yeah. Make a perception. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Perception check. I got a good wisdom. Can you tell? Can you tell I have a good wisdom?
I can tell. Yeah. Sure.
I rolled a 12 plus my wisdom bonus is of 4. Okay. Gives me a 60.
Okay. So what you are seeing when you look through the little curtain there, on his desk there is a little sign that says Clyde.
Clyde. Oh, that's adorable. So I've got 2 plans going in my head. Horkhauser's a thinker, as you know, and we got 2 plans in the head. Plan number 1, just confront Clyde, just straight up confront Clyde. Plan number 2, find Clyde's boss and get Clyde fired. Now, as I'm thinking this through, if I were to get Clyde fired, someone else would just take over his accounts. So Horkhauser would still be cursed, would you say? Right. I mean, I'm assuming. I don't know how. Possibly. I mean, maybe it's like,
you're not familiar with the infrastructure yet.
No, I am not. But so I think maybe I should work with Clyde directly. That's what I think. Okay. So I'm going to I'm going to throw the curtain aside, and I'm just going to knock on the wall next to him, dun, 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 and just sort of stare at him.
He's like puts his, he's not looking at you yet. He's sort of like still looking at the crystal ball, and he puts his hand up like hold on. Mm-hmm. And then he sort of dims the crystal ball, and he turns around and he looks at you and goes,
and I just point accusingly.
And then he sort of panics. He stands straight up, walks past you, looks out, looks back, up and down the hall, and then grabs you and shoves you in and closes the curtain.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah. So, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
What are you doing visiting me when I go to sleep?
It's my job.
Well, stop it.
Well, I can't. I'm cursed.
You're cursed? You're
cursed.
I'm
cursed to curse. It's my job.
I don't want your curse. Why don't you just...
I release you. Get in here? That door is locked.
No, it's not. Somebody left it open, and I think that somebody was you.
I always lock that door. I always lock that door.
Yeah, well,
I would never leave it unlocked.
Well, it was unlocked today, so I followed you in, and now here we are. And I think that if somebody left that door unlocked, what's your area? The inside the Pipe Grove? Yes or no? Yes, I think yes, and I think you left it unlocked, and you're in trouble.
Oh, this is bad. I never. And then you hear from one of the corners of the cubicle, you hear, "It's you." And then Clyde, the ghost horse, turns slowly, and you see that banana peel.
It's got a face, doesn't it?
It's got a little face. It has little tiny dark coal eyes and a wide, broad mouth. It's kind of an old banana peel. Mm-hmm. It's got a wide, broad mouth and with little sharp teeth. And Clyde goes, "Nana, did you leave the door open?" And the banana peel goes, "Why did you do that, Nana? I'm in so much trouble now." That's their conversation.
Wow. Okay. By the way, for those of you in the hall watching this live, if Frankie's audio goes out of sync, just look at him in the eyes. Don't look at his mouth.
Don't look at his mouth. Yeah.
It makes things way easier, and his eyes are very expressive. They're very soulful. Right. I think you can read a lot in Ricky's eyes. It's like gazing into the eyes of a very wise child,
like Medusa,
with a very big haircut. So wow. Okay. So I'm going to say to them, look, I don't know whose problem this is, but this is going to stop. You are going to stop cursing me every night. Where's my file? I'm going to tear it up right now.
Can't tear up the file.
Yeah,
It's
I can.
impossible.
It's,
You can't tear up the file.
It's possible.
All right, here.
Yeah.
Like he pulls out a file. He pulls out actual like a manila folder.
Okay.
With a little tag that says a Horkhauser.
I knew it.
It says client.
Client.
He just hands you the file.
I'm not a client. I'm a victim.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Go ahead, tear it up. Try it.
All right. Well, okay. First, I'm gonna try to tear it up.
Yeah. Nothing happens. You're like it's like trying to tear a dictionary in half. You're like,
okay. I'm gonna take my cigar and I'm gonna try to set it on fire.
Yeah, nothing.
I'm gonna produce flame. My cantrip produce flame.
Yeah. I'm
gonna produce flame on it.
Yeah. No, nothing.
So I like how Horkhauser goes, and then he goes, fine. Like the flamethrower comes out of his hand and nothing.
Yeah. No, he's sitting there, and Clyde, the horse, and Nana are both sort of just sitting there watching.
I said, fine. I'm just taking this and I'm leaving. And I'm just
go ahead.
Why do you have a copy of this? Do you have another one?
Oh, go ahead. See what happens. Go ahead.
What's gonna happen?
I'm gonna tell you. Why would I tell you? Wait. Look, just do me a favor. Just leave, go out the way you came, close the door behind you, and then I'm gonna have a talk with Nana here.
Who is Nana? Nana keeps turning up and messing with me. Who is Nana?
Nana's my friend. Nana's a mimic.
Nana's a mimic? Okay.
It's a mimic banana.
What's a mimic banana?
Well, it's a mimic that decided to become a banana instead of a treasure chest.
So it's not a banana that can turn itself into a treasure chest?
You look over at Nana and goes, and the teeth are all round. It's little banana tentacles or like fizz gig or something from the dark crystal.
All right, both of you. Just I don't ever want to see you again. And I grab the file.
What can I do about it?
You're not even trying. And I grab the file, and I'm just going to start walking purposefully out of this horrible hall of cursing horses.
Okay.
Cursing
the first
us
thing
all.
that happens when you leave the curtain, the file vanishes from under your arm. The second thing that happens is that another horse, who was a yellow ghostly horse that was coming out of the cubicle across the way, looking at some papers, looks up and goes, "Oh, oh, oh," and runs back into its cubicle. and then you hear you hear like a sound of like a paper being wadded up, and then you see a paper airplane fly over that horse's cubicle and land in the next cubicle.
Uh-oh.
And when that paper airplane lands, you hear it taken apart, and you hear, "Oh no, oh no!" And then you see paper airplanes start flying over all these cubicles, and each time a paper airplane lands in a cubicle, you hear another horse go, "Ah, ooh, ooh." And then you start to hear footsteps coming down the middle of the hallway. That same skeleton sort of clattering. That.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm not liking this. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to draw my wand of too many pigs.
All right.
Just so I have it at the ready. And I'm going to stand there. I'm going to wait for that skeleton to round the corner.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're waiting there, I need you to make a perception check for me real quick.
I'll tell you what I need. All right, I'll make a perception check. We'll get into what I need some other time. Oh, is that a 6 or a 9? That's a 6.
Okay.
No, 10. It's a 10 plus my wisdom bonus. I'm very
okay.
wise.
So then also make a strength roll for me with disadvantage.
Why? I don't want to.
I would like you to, please.
Oh, okay. Well, you're my friend, so I will do it. Oh no! 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 Natural 1. Can you see it? It's a big die, and it's going in your face in the hall. No! Yeah. Natural 1.
Okay. So you're standing there. You got your wand of pig ready to blast an avalanche of pigs of dancing happy. The next skeleton comes around the corner when suddenly you were just grabbed from behind and hauled to the booth. And it's Clyde. Somehow he can use his hooves as hands. So, what are you doing? Hide! He's coming.
What? It's a skeleton, right?
Right. He's not the only one. There's more of them.
How many?
Or at least.
What if I kill of them? Would you be free?
You'd still have to fight the Jabberwocky, Gershonsplurt.
I'm sorry, what's his name?
Gershonsplurt. Oh yeah, it sounds funny, right?
Gershonsplurt. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And then from out the hall you hear,
what is going on out here? All of you stop this foolishness and get back to work.
And then you hear that sort of die down out there, and the skeleton just sort of walks away.
I'm gonna kill the skeleton. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Unless you got a better idea, I say to the horse, do you have a better idea? Do you how to get me uncursed in here? Is there a approval stamp I can get on my file? Because I don't think there is.
Okay. He's like, hold on. We just need to have a horsey meeting, and then we can work this way out. I mean, you could maybe you could help us if we help you.
All right.
Right.
All right.
Okay. So hold on. And he gets a little paper airplane. He writes something out, somehow using his hooves to write this note.
Yeah, how does he do that?
He throws it over his cubicle to the next cubicle, and then you hear the swishing of messages again. And then a few minutes later, the yellow horse sort of peeks in through the curtain of the door, and Clyde goes, "Come on." And then the yellow horse comes in. He looks over his shoulder and waves to another horse, and this one's a blue lady horse comes in, and they just sort of crowd in. There's about 5 horses in here right now of different colors. Doesn't look like any more can come in. And they're like, how did he get in?
Like, yeah,
This is your client, Clyde? He's like, yeah, Mabel. You know what,
Victim.
Mabel?
Excuse me,
Mabel.
victim.
Mabel, he's got your head.
yeah, what? What do you mean he's got my head?
He puts it on at night. I just figured it out. I thought it was like
What?
you,
No.
like your body,
No.
came back as a zombie.
Somebody
But
else.
He's putting on
Not
a horse
me.
head.
Not me.
Where'd you? So, have you been to the town of cowards?
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about at all. Look, let's.
Mabel looks really sad. Though.
He got our heads mounted on all in the town of cowards?
So, is that where you got the head?
I don't know. Okay, look, yes, I got that. I'm only telling you that so you owe me a favor.
They all 5 of the horses there just go.
Oh.
Like, okay, so maybe we can salvage all this. Maybe you could actually finally get us out of here.
I would love to get you out of here.
We all died a long time ago in the town of cowards when we first came here about 20 years ago.
Okay.
Okay? Busby Burby took all of us and put us in here to run the curses on anyone who messes with his stuff. So I have to put a curse on anybody who messes with the pipe, which you have been messing with. Mabel
I'm not messing with it. I'm making a frog happy, but okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, no one's supposed to make the frog happy. Okay? No one's supposed to make the frog happy.
I'm
just telling you, it's my job. I can't help it. I'm cursed. I have to do it.
Okay.
But Mabel over there, she watches the jeweled squid of Ivada Badaboo. Henry over here, he watches over his. Henry actually has a client just like me. Most of us don't have clients. We're just constantly filing paperwork to let the skeletons know we're working.
Okay.
But some of us have clients, and we're watching different items that Busby Burby has left out in the world. And then Henry, he's an orange horse, says, "Yeah, I need to curse you too, because you found Busby Burby's sword Distortia." He points to it, which is at your waist right now. So I'm in charge of cursing anyone who has that one. So if you want, I can curse you later before you go to sleep.
No more curses.
He says there's nothing I can really do about it.
Yeah, you're not trying.
Yeah, I'll be. But maybe And Clyde's like, well, wait a minute, how can you curse him if I'm cursing him every night? So maybe we could take turns. He's like, well, he's like, and Mabel goes, wait, no. Remember, we're gonna work out how to get out of this. Now look, Horkhauser, is that your name? She's looking at your file.
Yes.
Because your name tag says Lord of Ass.
Maybe.
Remember, you still have that name tag on. It says Lord of Asses.
I know. I said it says Lord of Your Ass is what it's
Lord
supposed
of Your
to.
Ass. Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
they made me put a title, so I said Lord of Your Ass. So okay.
Each of us has written a resignation letter, but we can't file the resignation letters because we can't get to the filing cabinet that Gurgensplurt guards.
All right.
It's a magical filing cabinet. If we can get our resignation letters into that filing cabinet, our own curses is lifted, and we can go to horsey heaven. Let's go.
And I say, you've got it, because we've got 20 minutes before we give the stream over to somebody else.
Oh, jeez. Oh, well, that went by fast.
Well, for us. Yeah.
Yeah. So so the horses all conveyed. They're like, does that sound good to you?
I'm in. Give me the resignation letters. I'll take them where they need to go.
So it takes a few minutes, and the horses eventually, they're sort of stealthily going in and out of the cubicles, but they come to you with a stack of 14 resignation letters. That's how many horses are here.
All right.
They said, so just go straight back. Gurgensplurt might be napping.
Mm-hmm.
We heard he was in the middle of a meeting with the big boss.
Okay. What am I looking for?
And Clyde says, "Oh, you can't miss him. He's a really weird looking Jabberwocky. He's not. He's like most of Busby Burby's Jabberwockies. He's a simulacrum. He's not a real Jabberwocky. He was made out of snow, but he makes a lot of Jabberwockies that way.
Interesting.
So just go right back there and kill them. Well, you might have to kill the 4 skeletons too.
Okay. No,
that's up to you.
So if I kill all of them, where do I put your? I put your.
Oh, you'll see the filing cabinet.
In the filing cabinet. Okay. Okay.
You can't miss it.
Yeah. Good. I'm in.
All the horses try to give you a thumbs up, but they just have hooves.
I know what you're trying to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we walk. I walk. I'm gonna start walking.
Before you go, even the little banana peel, Nana goes.
Okay, I look at the banana peel and I said, "Ugh." My beard has grown. Yeah. Whoa, okay.
Whoa, what happened? Whoa. How did your beard grow in just 5 seconds?
I don't know. It's almost like an entire day has passed since just a few seconds ago.
Wow, that's some super fast beard growth.
Yeah, we'll act like that's not true. But it is. It very much is. It's painfully true. So anyway, whereas before time shifted, if I recall, I had just conferred with the horses who were filing all of their resignation letters. And I promised them I was going, Horkhauser, that's me, said I will take your resignation letters and file them in the filing cabinet that they say is like, go down the hall, turn left, you can't miss it. And that's what I'm doing. Is there anything else I left out?
I'm going to repeat a little bit of what, I'm not sure how you're editing this, because I'm going to repeat a little bit of what we just did, because some of my audio went to mush in the Gen Con version of this, and I'm not sure what people can hear and what you're going to edit it. So what I'm going to tell you is that, the horses have sent you on a mission to deliver their resignation letters to the big file cabinet that the Jabberwock Gurgensplurt guards.
Gurgensplurt, yep.
And along with his possibly at least 4 skeleton supervisors. So you've been sent this stack of papers to go and once you magically file them in the magical filing cabinet, should release these horses from their servitude to Busby Burby.
That would be nice.
Okay, so that's all caught up after our sploinka there.
A horrible sploinka. So,
Yeah.
all right. I say, what is the name of the horse again?
Oh, we had your horse is Clyde, the one that's
Clyde.
been
Yes.
And then there's also Henry, and there's
Mabel.
Mabel. Yeah.
Okay, and others.
Those are the 3 horses. There's others there too, plus the banana. Nana is there, and they all just gave you encouraging thumbs ups, even though they don't have thumbs. They're like, and even the banana Nana's like, yeah!
All right.
As you exit the curtain into the hallway,
and off I go, and I go stride purposefully down the hallway, and I turn left, and I head purposely towards the where I'm supposed to go. What do I see?
I just want to say how proud I am of you right now, because you don't even see this map, and you knew to turn left.
I did.
That's how much you paid attention.
Yeah.
I should. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to give you an advantage point because you remembered to turn left.
I really am. I'm probably going to need that.
You're going to need it. You're going to need it.
Pretty sure I'm going to need that. Okay.
Okay, so you turn left and you see that, this building is a giant cathedral that's been hollowed out and sort of left in this pocket dimension void for some reason, wherever this place originally was built. And you walk straight forward, very purposely, as you said, and it doesn't take you very long until you get to the back end of this cathedral, which looks like it was a druid's cathedral because there's a giant, I think it was an oak tree. I can't remember which tree we said before, if we mentioned this yet. But it's a giant oak tree at the end of this area. You notice that the filing cabinet is built into the trunk of the tree itself. You also see 4 skeletons sitting at 4 wooden desks each. Each of them is in front of what looks like maybe typewriters.
Okay.
Just typing away. And then you see what is probably the dumbest, stupidest looking Jabberwocky you have ever seen.
I've seen some dumb looking Jabberwockies.
This Jabberwocky is got its back to you.
Okay.
But it has its Jabberwocky wings, but they're tiny.
Okay.
And its body is shaped like a little gourd, a little chubby little gourd body. It's a tiny little snake-like neck with a big fat round butt, tiny little legs. He's floating in the air.
Okay.
He's floating in the air in front of, and he's only about 3 feet tall. Usually Jabberwocks are huge. He's only about 3 feet tall.
3? Okay. So he's
he's a simulacrum, as the horses explained to you. He's a simulacrum, or how you say it.
Simulacrum? Simulacrum?
Simulacrum, I think.
Simulacrum, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, so he's one of those. So he's not a real Jabberwock.
He's just the idea of a Jabberwock.
The idea of a Jabberwock brought to life, yeah.
All right.
And brought to life by a powerful wizard. And that powerful wizard currently is talking to him via a crystal ball about 3 times his size. And what you see in the crystal ball is imagine Liberace in all his beauty and glory, the glittery suit, the fine coif of hair, the big, huge smile and white teeth. It's all that, all the sequins, the glitter, but missing is the actual human face. Instead, you see what is probably pure glitter floating about a smile and hair and a suit of sequins and beautiful embroidery.
And this is got to be Busby Burby.
You hear the Jabberwock say, Mr. Burby.
Yes.
We got a file on this guy. He's looking at it. He's a Horkhauser. So far, he's like uncovered 3 of your items. He's got the pipe of the glade. He's got the mirror, and he's got distortion. And you can see this creature that he's talking to, this wizard who is now pure entertainment and glitter.
Yeah. He's like a glitter elemental.
Yeah.
Okay.
He says this to Gurgensplurch through the crystal ball. And Gurgensplurch says,
yeah, I know. I guess we could try to kill him, but we're not really like killers.
All of my horses here are just like, they do curses. They're like low-level curses, like poopies and diarrhea and hangnails, junk like that. So I'm not sure what you want us to do about it. And he interrupts you. and then roll a stealth for me.
Why? Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I just felt like I was in the mood.
Oh, I got a 13 plus 3. So that's it's a 16.
But you said you were sort of marching down here with purpose, right?
I was until I saw that, and then maybe I sort of march a lot less.
So this sort of raises your DC a little bit that you have to beat. So
I disagree.
So you see this glitter man arguing with this Jabberwocky. Then finally he stops and goes, and he points straight at you. And the Jabberwocky turns his head, and the 4 skeletons turn their head. And the Jabberwocky goes, I'll be right back. And he turns off the crystal ball. And I'd like you to roll initiative.
No, can I before we do that, can I just say, like, I wanna Horkhauser, I wanna just walk just sort of straight up, as you know, as though I know why I'm there. I've got a reason for there. I've got like this thing. So it's just walking straight up like nobody's business. La la la.
Yeah. If we're not stealthy, we may as well do it with pride.
Yeah, just like, hey, just doing my job, walking up. Here you go, got some stuff. Gonna have to file some things here, and just go la la la.
Oh, you're just heading for the filing cabinet?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go, as though it's nobody's business, because it's just what happens in an office. People file things, just going up.
So that's what makes everybody stop. That's what makes the conversation stop. The skeletons stop. They all look up. They actually watch you go for quite a ways towards the filing cabinet before Busby Burby goes.
Yeah.
and the Jabberwock goes, just a minute.
Yeah. And I go,
so now.
Morning, Jeff.
Well, Jeff wants to kill you.
All right. Well, maybe I'll use a point on my initiative, that inspiration point, because I get the feeling that I can't afford to get behind the 8 ball here. So
okay. You do have 2 inspirations right now, the one that you originally started with and the new one.
Oh. Yeah. All right, well, I'm using one, and let's see. I rolled a 15, including my dex bonus.
Okay. So you are going to go second. The first person that goes is a skeleton. So all the other skeletons are still seated. The one just sort of like looks around like, are we doing anything? And then he stands up and he pulls out his bow and arrow, which he keeps by his desk, and he fires an arrow at you.
Okay.
Skeleton dex. He only got a 4.
He misses.
So they all casually watch this arrow go flying over everybody. Now it's awkward.
I sort of watch it go too. Hope that didn't hit somebody.
Yeah, and you're about since you walked in the middle of them, you're only about 20 feet from you're surrounded on all sides, basically about 20 feet in the middle of them.
I am in the middle of them?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Would you say that they would all exist within a 15-foot cube originating from me?
I think so.
Okay.
20 feet. Yeah, probably.
All right, good. Then I am going.
You got something special planned?
I don't know why you ask. Yes, I am going to, if I can get this. There we go. To close my window, I am going to get right in the middle of them, and I'm going to cast Thunder Wave as a 3rd level spell.
Jeez, Bleeza. Hey, You know what? We're not on Gen Con anymore right now, so we can swear.
We can swear the fuck out of this.
Fucking gosh darn it.
Jeez, we can just pig fisting all afternoon. Just nothing but pig fisters.
Wow.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't, strictly speaking, know either.
Pigs don't have fists.
I know, but if let's not follow this line of reasoning down. Let's not do that. Bad things will happen. I'm dead serious. All right, so basically, I cast it out. Everybody has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Gotcha.
On a failed save, creatures take, because I'm casting a 3rd level, they'll take 48 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from me. On a successful save, they only take half as much damage and are not pushed.
Okay.
And I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say that a skeleton has a very low constitution because it's not even skin and bones, it's just bones. So let's be fair, it's not in great shape. It's a skeleton. Its muscle mass percentage is low. It's
sure.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. You don't care.
So that one failed. That one's okay.
No, he's not. Oh, sorry.
That one failed.
Okay.
And that one failed. So
Yay.
One is okay, and his buddies take some damage and get all chucked all over the place.
All right, and I assume the Jabberwocky's not in range.
The Jabberwocky is actually in range too, the way you walked in.
Okay.
Because he's over here and there. Yes, he is in range. So let me roll on him too.
Okay.
Schmabberwocky, Schmabber, Schmoo. He has a higher constitution.
Because he's got a tiny head.
He survived it. He's like, you see his tiny head go back a little, like a little snake wiggling worm. But otherwise good.
So yeah, you get in the middle and go, Thunder Wave!
Oh, you have to say it, yeah.
I guess I do.
To make it happen. No,
yeah.
You do have to say it to make it happen from now on.
All right. I'll say like, Thunder Wave! And I hope all the papers on all their desks go flying,
Yeah.
So if nothing
As you
else...
say Thunder Wave, one of the skeletons goes, what did he say? Before the wave hits.
Wave hits. All right, good. Well, come on. Good. Big money. Okay, so that's 2 and 7 is 9. And then another 6 and another 7. So that is 16 points of damage, and except the ones who took half damage, who will take 8.
Okay, so 3 of the skeletons incinerate.
Yay!
And the other one just sort of gets knocked back.
So by incinerate, I see just bones flying everywhere.
Bones.
Just
bones fly everywhere. Their terrible D&D costumes go everywhere.
Okay.
Their swords clatter to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, I'm sorry. Did you say that the one that when they don't survive it, they get knocked back still? Or they don't get knocked back?
Ones who do make their save is not pushed 10 feet back.
Okay, so he's not pushed. He sort of hangs onto his desk.
Yeah.
He doesn't look good. Like some of his bones seem pretty charcoal.
Okay.
And then the Jabberwock has taken some damage. Doesn't like it at all.
It's not about what he likes.
Yeah. He doesn't fly back. He does spin a little in place.
Okay.
Yeah. And now, whose turn is it? It is. I just rolled my thing. It is the Jabberwocky's turn. He's like, ooh. And he's gonna do a burble. He's just so irritated, it just comes out naturally. So you need to make a wisdom save for me.
17.
17. Okay, so you did not take full damage. You took. I'm gonna roll 66, and you get half of that junk.
66? Oh, 6d6.
66 dice. 6, 7, 10. Do that one again. 14, 19, 21 divided by 2. We'll say 10.
All right.
So 10 points damage.
That's a lot. But
so
I can
so you hear this like terrible scream from this creature, and you can actually see the strange sort of mystical sound waves that are more than sound fly out of its terrible bucktooth mouth.
Whoa! By more than sound, you mean like it's spittle?
It's like spittle that hits your soul. Yeah.
Oh, like
it's terrible. No, it's not good. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good in your brain, and you get like a minor headache for a second. You're not doing the full scanner's nosebleed yet, but it did not feel good.
I'm not liking that. How often did you get to burble? Like every round if he wants?
Well, since you asked, there is a recharge feature, which I'm going to roll for right now. He did not make it. But he could do it. He could do it each round, and then he gets to actually see if he can do it again. If he rolls high enough.
I don't like that. Grown like
Yeah. So he could have more than one attack if he wants.
Okay.
So that leaves the skeleton who has survived. No, that doesn't, because he already fired off his arrow.
Off an arrow, and
He's the guy that lived.
Okay.
So it's your turn.
I am going to pull out Busby. Whoa! I just went out of focus there for a second. I'm going to pull out Busby Burby's Distortia.
Okay, when you do that, you hear a distortion. You go, "Oh yeah, it's time."
I say, "You know it, little guy."
Are we slashing or are we stabbing?
Both.
Yeah. He doesn't usually have that kind of voice. He's just really excited.
I think we're largely slashing.
Yeah. He's super excited.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's like every time I go through my inventory. I gotta look up Busby Burby's Distortia, and I don't even see it. It's not even here. I entered it, and it's not there.
I know!
There's 2 scimitars listed, but Busby Burby's Distortia is not listed in here.
Okay.
So
let me find it for you real quick.
Yep. Well, you're looking up that. I'm going to tell some more Gygax facts.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you knew this about Gary Gygax, but he was one of the inventors of Wrigley Spearmint Gum. And, yes.
Is that the one with the zebra stripes?
That's fruit stripe gum. He did not invent that.
Okay.
But, now, this is the important part. He wishes he did. And many a time, I have a friend who met Gary Gygax at a party, and Gygax, after drinking what was probably like easily a fifth of Scotch whiskey, and not the cheap stuff either, corners my friend and just starts going on about, hey, you know what? I invented Wrigley Spearmint Gum. But then when the subject of fruit stripe comes up, he just starts bawling. He's like, a fruit stripe could have been mine. Nobody cares about the spearmint. It could have been mine. And he just I should have tried harder. I should have tried. And he's just and it just collapses, basically becomes this gibbering mess. And my friend doesn't know what to say to him. He says, he says, mint's good.
And then I remember you told me the story before. He left the party.
Sorry.
Yeah, he left the party, drove to a Wendy's, got a whole bunch of fries, came back an hour later and sat in the middle of the ground and cried, eating the fries, just stuffing them in his mouth.
Yeah. That's you know the story. So you know how this ends.
Yeah, well, except for the part where he actually became a French fry at the end.
Oh, I did not hear that part.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's true?
When you told me you were kind of
No, I didn't. That didn't. That I don't think that's.
You were so drunk.
Be serious. Like, really? He turned into a French fry? Really?
Turned into a French fry. I know. It's
really?
what you told me.
The inventor of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum turned into a French fry. Okay,
that's
sure.
What you told me.
That's not what I told
Fry
you.
man.
No. I wouldn't. No. I didn't
you were
tell
like
you that.
down in shots of shoe leather, and you're like, potato man. I don't know.
No, you're making this up. Anyway, so you find the sword? Yeah.
Yes. So it's whatever you're to hit it. What you get, whatever bonus you usually get for hitting something with a scimitar.
Okay, which is +2, I guess. Maybe plus.
I think you have more than that because you're proficient at them.
Oh, that's right. Oh no, for some reason it says I'm +6 with the scimitar. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, you probably are +6 because you're proficient with the scimitar.
All right, I'm +6 with the scimitar.
Yeah.
So we're gonna and then okay. Ooh, good. I got a 21. Hardy, har.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
So, and you're going for who? The Jabberwock or the skeleton?
The Jabberwocky.
Okay. So the Jabberwocky, having just bellowed out his burble, and you sort of reel back.
Yeah.
You instinctively grab the sword. You hear the cheer of joy from Distortia itself, and just swing out. Stepping forward a little bit in order to get closer to that Jabberwocky to do it. Mm-hmm. And the second your blade hits, it slices its belly, and then the Jabberwock screams out, and then you need to die. I need you to roll the dice. A 1d4, one of the little triangle dice.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it. Yeah.
4.
Whoa. Okay. So 4. Suddenly, 4 more Jabberwockies appear floating next to it, and they have little versions of Distortia.
Oh my god!
And they go for a stab, and they do 4 points of damage instantly, psychic damage to this guy.
And do I get to roll my damage on him?
You get to roll your damage too.
So 4 damage plus 6 plus 3.
Distortia is 1d6 damage plus psychic plus 1 psychic per mirror. So what did you roll?
6 plus 3 is 9.
9 plus 4.
Yep.
You got 13.
Yes. And he's
Sweet.
surrounded by little versions of himself.
Yes, which he now has to fight off also.
Ha! What?
He is so confused. And the skeleton's confused
Well,
too. He's like,
good.
the skeleton's just like, what? Shoot,
I turn to the skeleton with my bonus action and I say, take the rest of the day off.
Roll a persuasion check.
All right. Charisma's my dump stat, so I have a -1. Whoa. Sorry, rolled off the table. Yeah, I got a 4 on that roll, so I don't think the skeleton.
I don't take orders from you.
And it tries to stab you.
Okay.
Actually, whose turn is it? Is it the Jabberwocky?
Actually, should he have gone? He should have gone before it was my turn, right? I screwed up.
I lost my list.
Yeah, he should have gone before I did.
Okay, he's gonna go now then.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Skeleton, Hork, Jabberwocky. So, okay, so he's gonna go now. He just remembered. He's like, oh. But he says, "You're not the boss of me." And then he remembers, and he stabs.
Okay.
So he gets a 12 plus plus 0 plus. Where are you? Where's
He's a skeleton. He's got no skills. He's a skeleton. He got nothing.
Oh, here we go.
Boy's got
Short
nothing.
sword plus 4. He's got a 14.
Miss.
What's your armor?
Bounces
Miss,
off
okay.
my armor class is 16. So
He strikes like one of your shoulder armor plates and does no damage to you at all. And he's just like
Hork
does a little hiss in your face.
Hork goes, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So the Jabberwock, whose turn it is now, is super freaked out about being attacked by himself. And so he is going to do 3 swipes of his little claws at himself. At each of his little selves.
At his little selves? Okay.
At his little selves. So he gets 3 attacks, 2 claws and 1 bite.
All right.
So for his first claw, he goes for a Jabberwock. He rolls a 1, so he missed one of them.
Does he stab himself?
Second one, he gets a 5 plus a 6. He gets a 5 plus 5. So he gets a 10. He shatters and... Actually, I should roll see what the damage is.
Okay.
You know what? Even with the lowest points of damage, that thing's gone. So he shatters one of his versions of himself.
Ooh, okay.
And then he goes to bite the other one with his tiny little face. Gets a 12 plus 5. Gets 17 and shatters that one as well. So he's now got 2 floating next to him. And it's now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna attack the Jabberwock again.
Okay. Those 2 that you created will automatically attack again.
Oh, okay.
So he's already going to take another 2 points damage. If you strike him again, it won't create any more until those 2 are gone. But you can do your regular scimitar damage.
Okay. Well, here's a question. So if he dies, does
those vanish?
Okay. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Sorry, I'm looking over there because Bruce the cat just came in and he scraped up some stuff on the. There's like paper on the floor that he went and scraped up, and then he just sort of like ran off as though maybe he's done something untoward. So
he's showing his rebellion.
Showing his butthole is what he's showing me.
Yeah, well, that's his way of saying I love you.
Yeah, well, good.
It's
good little
it's
man.
the dark. It's called the dark kiss.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna attack the freaking Jabberwocky again.
Okay.
13 plus 6 is 19.
19. That definitely hits.
Yay! Thank you, dice. And I roll 1d4. I don't get new thingies.
No, but he's going to take 2 points of psychic damage anyways.
Okay.
Because those things automatically hit.
Okay. Damage is 4 plus 3 is 7 points plus the 2 points of psychic damage that the
so we got
guys...
9.
Yeah.
He is not looking good.
He didn't look
bleeding.
Good to begin with.
Yeah, he didn't look good to begin with, but now he's sort of bleeding. But his blood is not normal blood. You've noticed. It looks more like melted ice dripping out of him. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Melted ice.
Like ice, like water is dripping out of him.
Oh, like
for
he's
some
made
reason.
of. I think. Yeah. Isn't he like made of? Snow?
You were told before that the simulacrums are made of snow.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
So now it is, the skeleton's turn. Skeleton doesn't know what to do, except he's just like watching this, and he's gonna actually swing at one of these the fake versions of the Jabberwock.
Okay.
And he gets 14 and he shatters it, so he feels really good.
Oh, good. He did something.
Yeah, because these things only have 5 hit points.
Earn his paycheck at least.
Actually, you know what? Let me see what the before I reward him with the destruction of a mirror image. Let me see what the damage a skeleton does. Minimum a 1d6 plus 2. So let's roll to see if he actually destroys that thing. No, he got a 1 plus 2, 3. So he couldn't even destroy. A mirror image. So the skeleton's
Such
like
a bad skeleton. It's a he's a disappointing skeleton.
He looks disappointed.
Yeah. Well,
his sad little skeleton eyes.
He's disappointed everyone around him. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. I know what you can do.
Okay.
So now it is your turn.
It's not the Jabberwocky's turn?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm so confused. So
I'm confused.
My order list is up here, and so I keep scrolling down and then back up. So yes, it is the Jabberwocky's turn, and he's going to burble at you again because he doesn't know what else. He's just freaking out. He doesn't know what to do. So he's going to burble, and so you have to make a Constitution save throw. I'm sorry, Wisdom save throw.
So he got his burble back?
Yes, he got his burble back.
What's his burble? What's his name again? Goshangaris? Goshung?
I forgot now. I forgot his stupid name. Wait, it's in here. Let me see.
It's in there. It's like Gurgensports.
Gurgensplurt. Yes.
Gurgensport got his burble back.
Yes. He gets it back every turn. It's just he can also recharge it the same turn if he rolls high enough.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that if we didn't already have a title for this episode, which we do, I think how Gurgensport got his burble back is probably
you might have a chance to meet another Gurgensplurt someday because this is, again, it's like a doppelganger.
He's built. Yeah.
From something else, yeah.
Okay. All right. So he rolls. I got to make a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, wisdom save. Not good. Oh, no. I only got an 11.
There's nothing to add on to that?
Can I? No, that is with added on. Can I use my inspiration point to roll again, or?
Yes, I will let you do that.
All right, so I'm burning my last inspiration point because otherwise I'm probably screwed. All right, that's better. That's a 19 plus 4, so that is So that's 23. So
so you're gonna take half of whatever I'm gonna roll here. His little. Let's see. It's 5, 4.
And I assume all the little fake ones of him take the damage too.
So that's 17 divided by 2. We're gonna say
8.
8. Yes, let's just round it to 8.
All right.
No.
Or 9.
Yes,
9.
8.
9.
No, we're gonna go down. We're gonna go down. 8.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So you take 8 points of damage of
Ouch.
psychic owie, and then I have to roll again to see if he's gonna be able to recharge.
All right.
He does not recharge. He has to do a
did
forward.
He destroy his little semaculums, the little fake ones? The little...
No, they're still there with him. There's 2 left.
They didn't get burbled at?
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah.
Why am I helping you?
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, they wouldn't wipe out. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, they shattered like little glass burbles.
Oh.
You know what?
No, what?
The skeleton. This is something I should have done before. The skeleton takes damage too when he does that.
Oh.
That's an area effect, and the skeleton is not secure from it. So
no, the skeleton's not gonna survive that.
Yeah. So skeleton. He rolled an 18, so it's good. So he's still gonna take half points,
which is enough to kill him.
He does not have enough points to survive.
Yeah.
He just goes, "Wait, boss!"
Those are terrible last words.
Yeah.
As a skeleton, though, he had some last words before he even got here. So
there are some terrible last words. One of my friends once said that he said my friend John said that he hoped that his last words weren't, What is that idiot doing? I think I've always thought that's the perfect thing to not have to say.
What is that idiot doing?
Yeah. What is that idiot doing?
I think mine might be, well, that's not right.
Mine would just be puppies? Question mark.
More pie.
How does this work?
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I just went down a little mental corridor
No,
there.
it's good. I liked
Trying
it.
to think about it. Okay, so whose turn is it? Is it
It is
my
now your,
my
it's just your
injured
turn,
ass
yeah.
turn?
It's
All
just
right.
you and the Jabberwocky now.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna swing the sword. Swing this happy little spangly sword.
You hear a little, yeah, swing me, baby.
I say, don't let me down, pal.
Yeah.
Andy, let me down.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I got it. All total, I only got a 9, so that's not good.
So you missed.
Okay.
You hear the sword go, oh.
It's like, what? It's not. What? It's not my fault.
Since you're in close with the sword, Gurgenspurt's going to go for his multi-attack with the stabbing with his face and his hands. So, first one, he gets 12 plus 5. That's 17 for a swipe.
That hits.
Then he gets a 10 plus 5.
Does not
15.
hit. That misses.
And then for the bite, he gets a 4 plus 5.
Misses.
Okay, so one hit. One hit. He's basically doing this.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
So the damage for that is 2d6 plus 4 for a bite.
Jesus.
Yeah. So 2d6.
I'm going to
3.
easily lose 10 points.
6 is 9 plus 4, so 13. 13 points of damage from that swipe.
Ooh, I am
from his
hurt.
Tiny little jerk
All right,
claws.
I only have 7 points left. That's not good.
Okay. What you want to do about it?
I'm going to turn into a giant spider.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my beast. What is it called? Not beast. Wild shape.
Wild shape, yes.
Yep.
You'll get hit points back doing that.
Yeah, I get the spider's hit points.
Yeah. The funny thing is when you shapeshift as a druid, all of your equipment goes into your body.
I know.
It becomes
it's
part
definitely
of you.
a magic
So as that
thing.
happens, you hear this magic sword go, what's happening?
What? It's like in Krull or something. Is how I shit straight out of Krull. That's the first Krull reference of our entire.
There should be more
run.
of those. Yeah.
There'll be more Krull
Liam
references.
Neeson's in that movie as a Cyclops.
Is Liam Neeson the Cyclops in that movie?
He's the Cyclops. Yeah.
If I recall correctly, it's a shitty Cyclops too.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can actually see like the eye holes under like there's the one eye, and then he has this wrinkle underneath the eye where you know that's where he's seeing out of.
Right.
You know?
Fucking Krull, man.
The guards had cool armor in that though. The guards had like some cool armor, like really like spaceship looking armor, like space armor. You know, you're like, why do these guys look spacey? But then the bad guys came from space.
It's Krull. I don't know.
Yeah.
I should watch it again with the commentary, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
For those younger viewers, Krull is a shit movie that nobody should see, but watch it anyways.
Yeah, it was a fantasy film from the 80s called Krull. And I think the villain had like a 5-pointed like throwing star thing with like like blades sticking out of the end of it like fingernails, and he would throw
the
it.
Glade. It was called the Glaive.
Of course it was.
The Glaive, Glave, Glaive.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like a
I remember that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. It's one of those movies where none of the characters is pleasing at all in any way.
It's like you're not enjoying anything happening.
No, like anybody opens their mouth, and you're like, oh, shut up.
Is a lot of people talking like they're in bad Shakespeare?
And then like there's like the goofy guy that shows up. You're like, no, sit down.
Yeah.
No,
come on, guys, let's just get out there.
Yeah.
Forsooth, by the morrow, our villainy, he he takes our pride.
Can somebody else take over, please?
All right, I'm a spider now.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
This is,
no more
you're
Krull.
Thinking about this movie
I'm a spider now
on a planet you've never been to.
Yeah,
as you change into
I'm a spider. Let's move forward. I don't want to say another word about Krull. In the next 6 years, it's been 6 years since I mentioned Krull. We're doing another 6.
Yeah,
spider now.
Yeah.
All right. So that takes me the whole.
The moment you change.
Yeah.
You lose a turn changing into it. But here's the thing: the moment you change into the spider, Gurkenspurt goes spider, and he just backs the hell up. So he's backing up. You could take a what do you call it? Opportunity. Attack of opportunity. Yeah.
All right.
He apparently hates spiders.
Oh, apparently he does. All right, so I get to bite him. I get a +5.
Yeah.
Okay. I do 1 + d8, 3. Well, let's just see if I hit.
Okay.
Ooh, 16. Did I hit him?
16.
Yeah.
Plus anything?
No, that is
No.
plus 5.
No, he's got a 1 point higher than that.
Why?
So, because he's a Jabberwocky, man. These guys are terrible.
He's made of ice.
I know, but he's still a simulacrum of the Jabberwocky of
Okay.
that scale.
Ugh.
Anyways,
right. No, of course. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Sorry, I'm just saying.
It's fine.
Okay. Boop. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So basically, he's up a little too high for you to bite him. You jumped. He became a spider.
Yeah.
He freaked out. He backed up.
Yeah.
And you went like that, and you missed him. So
okay.
So
all right.
he is trying to get distance from you. He is trying to figure out how to stay away from you. He can't go any closer because he's feared. He is naturally afraid of spiders.
So is he running?
So he's going to burble from a distance. He's not going to use his claw and bite anymore right now because he just doesn't want to touch you.
Do I get a bonus because he's far away?
I will give him disadvantage on his burble.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, because it's Constitution for you. So
yeah,
I'll give you advantage on your Wisdom. Sorry, not Constitution, Wisdom.
Okay.
So roll advantage Wisdom on this burble.
It's good because as a spider, my Wisdom is shit. So.
Could be a wise spider.
Yeah, but he's not. He rolled a 7. He's going to take full damage, and this could kill me.
Well, it would kill the spider,
and then I
revert
damage
back.
Doesn't
carry over. Yeah, you revert back. It doesn't carry over.
This is going to get very ugly very quickly.
Right. Dims to D&Ds. So 66. Psychic damage. 4. 6, that's 10. 2, that's 12. 1, that's 13. 1, that's 14. And 2, that's how many dice did I just do? Is that 6? That's 6. So that is 16 points of damage to your spider body.
Okay, I still have 10 points left.
Sweet. You didn't like that, but now I have to roll to see if he gets a recharge. He does not. He got a 1.
All right, is he going to use his movement to try to get away from me?
He was already in the process of doing that, but now he's going to move his full 40. Wait, how many does he fly? He flies 40. He flies 40 back.
All right.
Away from you. No.
Is he where is he in relation to the filing cabinet?
He's right by it. He's like floating next to the tree, to a tree branch.
All right. So if I close, if I use my movement to I guess I have to change back from a spider to file these things. So okay. So I'm at a distance. I'm gonna stay at a distance and try to web him. I'm gonna try to shoot him with a web attack.
Okay.
And he'd be restrained by webbing. He can make a DC strength check to try to go, and he can attack the webs, but he would be tied up for a whole turn. And so I'm gonna I get a +5, and we're gonna do it. 19
webs him.
All right.
He what this does is it sticks him to the tree, basically.
All right.
He was floating right in front of the tree, and now you just stuck him to it.
Okay.
So he is restrained, and he will have to waste a turn trying to get out of being restrained.
Okay.
Let's see. Do me a favor. Give me a dex roll real quick. I want to check something on the skill of your webbing.
Oh. According to this, he has to roll a DC 12 strength check to get out of it.
Right.
Okay.
I want to do something with dex real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled a 9 total.
Okay, so you did not web his mouth. His mouth is still available. Yeah.
But it didn't recharge, did it? Or did it?
Well, it recharges every turn. But now he is.
But you have to roll if it recharges. That's my point. Like, what are you rolling for?
No, every turn he gets a burble, and then I roll to see if he does another burble that same turn. He gets another recharge every 2 more times. He can actually do it 3 times that turn if he wants, but only
he can burble 3 times in 1 turn.
Jabberwockies, man.
Really he can just murder anyone, within silent range, at all.
Yeah, they're bad.
Horrible.
Don't fight a Jabberwocky. This is a lesson to you. So he's stuck to a tree. You're outside of the 30-foot range, so he basically burbles, and it goes nowhere. It hits nothing.
Okay.
So now you're at this impasse. He's stuck to a tree. He has to do a strength roll to get out of it, and you're outside his burble range.
All right. So can I change? All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to take out I'm going to transform out of wild shape.
Okay.
And then I'm going to haul out my mirror of invisibility.
Okay.
And look at it, so then I disappear.
Okay. You vanish, and then I don't remember how the mirror works again. I think he becomes you, is what happens. So now there's a little version of you stuck to the tree.
Oh,
is what happens. Yeah.
Okay.
So he can't really see that, but he does see the legs, and he's like, "What?"
I hope he's too confused to try to worm his way out of the thing.
I'm going to give him disadvantage on trying to worm his way out of it because he's so confused right now. But he'll lose a turn anyways if he makes it. So what does he have to roll? What does he have to beat?
A DC 12 strength check.
Okay. So he did pop it loose on the first go. Wait, no, that was one roll. Sorry, 2 rolls. Oh, he got 14 twice. Okay, so he does pop it.
Okay.
But he's like super confused that he's this tiny human floating in the air right now.
Okay.
and he already that was his whole turn getting out of that. So.
All right, I'm going to slowly sort of back away from him, and sort of get as far back as I can, while still sort of being in the same area. Okay, and so while I'm going to go like back out. And I'm gonna like try to hide, like duck behind a column or a door or something. Or okay, can I cast a spell while I'm still invisible?
Or
will that kill my invisibility?
I think that kills the invisibility on that. All
right. Well, here's what I'm gonna do then. I am gonna duck behind one of the offices, so like one of the little cubicles, so he can't see me. All right, because I am hurting so bad. I got 7 hit points left, and I'm like. Panting and I'm breathing like there's burble blood on me, whatever. Yeah. So I'm gonna go behind the thing and I'm going to cast a Cure Wounds spell at level 2.
Okay.
Yes, at level 2. And so how many wounds does that? 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier. Second level slot, 1d8. So that's 2d8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
Which is what, my wisdom plus 4? Okay.
So actually, you are
plus 2.
You have hidden, but you have hidden in what, one of the cubicles? You said?
Yes, behind one of the cubicles. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a horse in that cubicle, like sort of like hiding and like against the wall, like what's going on? What's going on? You know.
And I go,
and you hear Gurgensplurt floating down the hallway. Going,
"You betrayer horses! You think that he'll let you go? You think that I, Gurgensplurt, will lose my commission? You have another thing coming for you, and it's not vacation."
Yes.
What a dick. Can I roll this? Can I roll my healing now?
Yeah, roll your healing. Yeah.
Do you get your spell? I guess. Okay, so 13 plus 6. 19 points. I healed 19 points.
Nice. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good healings. That's good juice.
So 19 plus. I'm up to 26.
You're pumped. You're all juiced
which
up.
is I'm okay. At least I'm not. I'm not on the verge of dying. Okay.
You're on roids.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change into, because I have a thing. I'm gonna turn into star form. Which will burn my other wild shape for the day, but I'm going to turn to star form, and it's that star form that lets me shoot my little thingy, And here's what I'm going to do. So he's coming down this aisle. I'm going to try to stealth my way out around on the opposite side, and sort of see if I can sneak up to the filing cabinet without him seeing me. And I'm going to try to be very far away from him, so I'm going to be outside of his gurgle range.
Okay, so we're still in an encounter. So he has to. You did all the healing and stuff. Now he has to roll to see if he notices you, because he's actively looking for you.
Okay.
So what
but
is?
I'm hiding.
I'm doing perception though, so he's going to take a disadvantage on looking for you.
Okay.
He got a 9, and his he gets, what does he get? Plus 3, so he got a 12, and then he got a 15. So when you cast your spell for your healing, it basically made like a little type spell, like this little, like a little Zelda, a little happy little ching, a little Nintendo sound.
Okay.
And he just looks over at the cube and goes, aha! And he prepares a burble, and he's gonna burble you. But before he could do that, out of nowhere, this yellow flash of banana peel comes out of nowhere, out of the tops of the cubicles, and leaps onto Kurgensplurks and takes a bite.
Oh!
Yeah.
The banana came through.
Yeah. He's not very good at it, though. He's all... and Kurgensplurk's like, what the hell? And what Kurgensplurk does is he just basically swipes away the banana peel. So he's doing a hit 10, and he does hit him. So, oof. Ooh. And does 19 points of damage to that banana peel.
Whoops.
Who
Ouch.
is still hanging on, though.
Okay.
And not dead.
Can I make a run for the filing cabinet?
Yes, because now it's your turn, because he wasted his turn fighting off a banana peel.
Okay, so I'm gonna duck out of that. I'm gonna go like around the other side, like the opposite way that he came, because these don't seem to be touching the wall, like making it all the way across. If I'm correct, that's not blocking. And I'm gonna go double movement, so that's 60 feet a second. Use my thing, and I'm gonna run towards the filing cabinet.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You definitely get there.
Yeah.
It's a little less than 60 feet away. It's more like 55 feet. So you definitely get up to it. So what you see before you is these wooden doors. There's like about 30 of them going up the length of this thing. And each of the cabinets has a words in common and in Elven and in Sylvan written at the same time. And then a couple of the other languages of this world. And then, so usually, like, the first one you see is like, this is repairs, this is bills, and you see about 8 feet up, you see one that says, human resources.
Okay, that's the one. That's it. I'm gonna start climbing the ladder. There's a ladder, right?
There's a little. You have to pull it off to the side. It's one of those little like library ladders.
Oh no! All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna run over. Oh gosh. Okay. Fine. Yes, it's over there. I'm gonna run.
Yeah.
I guess it's now his turn. I probably used everything, or can I use?
Yeah.
Can
You hear Gergens.
Okay.
You hear Gergensport go. No. What are you doing? Go here. And then he starts flying towards you. He's doing his full speed though. So when he gets here, he's here, but he doesn't have anything to do. And then now the mimic Nana, the banana,
it's still flopping around its head.
It's still hanging on. He's taking another bite.
Okay.
And he gets a 17 plus 5. Definitely bites down this time into the delicious flesh of this guy. And he gets how many? 1d8 plus 3. That's 5 plus. He does 8 points of damage, and your enemy screams out in agony and goes like that. Now it's your turn.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna grab the ladder. I'm gonna quickly drag it up there over to the side, and I'm gonna quickly climb up it and open the human resources thing, and I'm gonna look down at Gergensports and I say, "Your horses have just resigned!" And I slam it in the little thing, and I slam the door shut.
You hear this sort of like this bell, or actually more of like it's like the ending horn of a shift.
Okay.
And then the horses walk out at the same time, and Gergensburg goes, "No, this is impossible." And he forgets you, even with this banana hanging onto him. He goes flying over to those horses and tells them to get back to work. And the horses are just sort of standing around like, no. And for the first time ever, those horses attack their supervisor. And I'm not going to roll for it because there's a lot of horses here, and this guy's going to be very unlucky. But these horses, these ghost horses, basically tear this simulacrum limb from limb. And when he is dead, he reduces to a pile of liquid, just sort of flows like melted snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does one of those melting type things, yeah.
No.
And what we have in the end is that all the horses step back, looking triumphant, and then just one lone banana peel on top of it, going, yeah, like it did it. And they're actually cheering the banana peel. They haven't noticed you yet. Yeah. They're cheering the banana peel.
Well, I'm just gonna slowly just sort of walk out. I'm just gonna, let them have their celebration. Horkhauser's just going to walk into the sunset. I'm just going to sort of casually. And I get to the door, walk past, they're all cheering each other, patting each other on the back with their hooves. And I just look back from the door. And maybe the banana peel notices me, looks over. And I just go, give him a little tiny little wave. And I just sort of walk on out. Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
Yep.
Very good. Second you open that little door, you get that total like noodle boy feeling again. You get sucked out, and you fall back into the glade, and the door closes behind you. It's still there; it doesn't go away, and you are alone in the glade.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna crawl back to my bed then.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look at the little frog in the pipe, and I say, Did I miss anything?
He says, if you want to sleep more, you should light the pipe again. Otherwise, it's going to end any minute now. And I would like to stay warm.
I light the pipe again.
Yeah.
And so you get another 8 hours sleep. Yeah.
All right, good.
So that is what happened from the time of episode 11 to what's going to be our episode 13. What happens after this is you go back onto the beach, and then you have that confrontation with somebody named Crocoko Thaw.
That's right. So this happens between hitting the beach and getting on the Yellow Book Road.
Yeah. So even though you were a little frightened by this terrible monster, you knew you would survive because you have to survive.
You have to survive. Yeah. Well, I guess it just goes to show.
Yeah. Something.
This has been One Man Murder Maze with Ricky Simons and Eric Trueheart. If you enjoyed the show, hey, please tip your maze masters for maze maintenance at paypal.me/onemanmurdermaze. Our audio podcast is available on Apple and Stitcher. Our videos are on twitch.tv/onemanmurdermaze and also on YouTube. Just search for One Man Murder Maze. Our website is guess onemanmurdermaze.com.